Welcome to the Circle Grace One. I'm your host, Chief Principal Teacher and Founder, Bishop Francis A. Revels-Bey. And it is approximately 12:38 a.m. This is a pre-recorded show for the Circle Grace One, for our channel Circle Grace One, right here at YouTube.com. The Circle Grace was founded on July 2nd, 1999 AD under the aegis and the anointing of the Angel of Grace through divine providence. And I'm the founder, chief principal teacher, and host, Bishop Francis E. Revels-Bey. Many of my students also and spiritual colleagues refer to me as Brother Francis Revels-Bey, so either one is appropriate. What I wanted to do is I'm putting out a lot of video material, streaming video. I have starting in January, the first Sunday of January, I'll do a 30-minute program with blogtv.com. And I'm also going to reopen my Circle Grace One channel at ustream.tv to also do live broadcasting there as well. And I'm now also here back at youtube.com on my Circle Grace One channel to put up more information. Now, also the reason for this is I have better equipment now, and also that this is an opportunity to share some of the processes that I've been going through that's also helpful for others at this time. As many people know, we have been in the midst of great expansion, from the Milky Way galaxy to all the other galaxies merging together as one, and all the different planetary alignments. In December the 12th, of this year, was a Pacific portal opening, where more energy trickling through the universe, coming through us, not just us, but every other, we would say, planetary or galactic system, with the Earth receiving a great deal of it. Also, as we move toward 1221 and 1222, is significant with the end of the Mayan calendar, which is not the end of anything, but is a new beginning, a new era of being attuned to the universe, being in alignment with the universe, as well as seeing yourself forever expanding. And this is where the greater I am consciousness. So this evening in particular, I want to address all of you as beloved I ams. You are the jewels and the gems of God's own heart. You are seeding out into the universe, into greater degrees of awareness that are even more infinite, more compassionate, more beauty, more designs, things that could bring you a sense of greatness, a sense of better wellness. And so one of the things I wanted to share with all of you this evening, this early morning, it's 12:41 a.m., is that there's an opportunity to utilize meditation. And the Circle Grace One utilizes meditation. I have a lot of Creative Pathwork Meditations, and that title is an original title developed in 1999, actually 1996, and I've been a meditator since the mid and early 70s. I started getting into meditation while a sophomore in college, and that was in 1971. So I've been involved with meditation, various forms of meditation, for a long period of time. So one of the things I want to bring forth is this opportunity to share using color vibrations connected to the heart chakra, and then specifically using our breath to create a greater awareness, alignment, attunement, and remembrance. Before we do that together, what I would like to do is kick forth a very brief affirmative prayer, intentional prayer, and decree all together. Through divine power and by divine grace, this is a time, an opportunity where our words become like angels. So may the words that you speak from your heart become like angels for all to hear. And may the words that you speak become seeds that you plant, and may those seeds come back and blossom in your life and blossom in the lives of others. So may this specific pre-recorded program be a blessing to anybody that watches the program. May it be such for you that you can grow from it. And whatever seedlings that I have here, may you be able to have them as a part of your life. Tonight we're going to talk about breath, but we're going to explore it in an actual meditation. So this is something that you'll be able to utilize over and over just by coming back and playing this video stream. Now, before we get into that, I want you to be aware that if you ever need to contact me, you can simply email me at that's IAM, dot circle of grace with the numerical number 1 right next to the E at yahoo.com. That's circle of grace 1 at yahoo.com. Or for those of you who like to use Gmail, circle of grace 1 at gmail.com. Or Bishop Francis, BISHOP FRANCIS, written as one word, at circleofgrace1.net. And I'll be able to communicate with you in a deeper level about using meditation, about using deep breathing, and using the visualization process of color. And what is very interesting, if you've ever had someone do an aura photography shot with you, or what is called a Curlian shot, with you using the special software, if you sit in the midst of the software, you can intentionally project the color processes, the color elements, and you will see them show up in the photograph of you. Or you can just be seated and the light will pick up the energy. Right? It'll pick up the frequency that your body is giving off at the different levels, be it etheric, emotional, mental, physical, material body, a causal body. But it will begin to pick those up and it will display it within what is called an aura photography format. So if you've ever would like to do that, and you know someone or you find out about it, you should go. It's a very unique experience to see your aura. Explain your aura is your biomagnetic or your electromagnetic energy field that you are giving off through all of your cells in your body and your nervous system and the organs in your body. So let us begin. I want you to realize that this is a very special meditation. It's a variation on many themes that I have and that I've taught before. And what is very unique about this is that, again, you can apply this in any situation. It is our breath, that helps to bring things into focus, into view, developed from the substance of our thought into our current world, into our surroundings, our field, our personal space, our aura, which again is our biomagnetic electrical field of energy. Because the impulses that we have that run through our nerve system is the chi, which is electrical and also magnetic at the same time. So as this is coursing through our body, it's expanding us on many different levels. So what we're going to do in a combination of breath, deep breathing, and exhalation and inhalation, we're going to unite that with 2 color vibrations which are connected to the heart chakra or heart center. Now the heart centers and chakra center zones are right in front of the body, and also internally. So actually you're in between the internal organisms, the stream of awareness and consciousness and remembrance, and you're also in the space just externally within your etheric field. Now, your etheric field contains all of the elements, the fire, air, and the water, and the earth, and the spirit vibration all rolled into one. So you're utilizing that as well. Think of the four elements as the four states of consciousness. The physical body is the material world, is where everything can become more concrete, more stabilized, more rooted. Then there is the generalization of the water, which is the ability to create. And the water has nourishment, and the water carries memory. So this water is a magnetic field, just like the earth is a magnetic field. Then you have the essence of air, and air is the thought process, the decision-making process. It's the part that gets to be using logic and reasoning to be analytical. And it is also through thought, through intentions, through the mind to think, you're able to bring something into view and have greater understanding. So we see this as the element, the air consciousness, and then you have the water. So the air is your electromagnetic, the water is your more of your magnetic field. The thoughts are always radiating thoughts, right? Sending thoughts out. So that's the air process. Then you have the element of fire, which is your intuitive or spirit nature. And when we roll that all together, from your intuitive to your emotional energy, which is water, and your creativity, your psychic force, and when you bring all of those together in alignment to each other, then it produces spirit. Spirit is the essence of energy at its highest point. And even energy, when it slows all the way down and it dissipates and you no longer can feel its presence, but yet it is there. So we see spirit rolling through everything. Ether is gathering everything. And so once you just keep that simplicity in mind. So let's begin with some deep breathing. Begin to inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Taking your time, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then release it without holding the breath. 2, 3, 4. Inhale again. 1, 2, 3, and then you just take over the mental count. And at your own pace if you need to move a little slower. But that rhythm is almost 1 second. So each beat is a second, and you're utilizing roughly 4 seconds to inhale, 4 seconds to exhale. If you go a little slower, it's going to be 4.5 to 5 seconds to inhale, or beats, and to exhale. You're exhaling through the mouth. And when you exhale through the mouth, you're just pushing out all this static energy. If you want, you can raise your shoulders a tad, inhale, and then from that point, just relax the shoulders and kicks out more energy. More stagnant energy, static energy. Then when you're comfortable, you don't have to exhale through the mouth anymore. You just exhale through your nose. So inhale. And then don't hold it, just release it, exhale. Good, inhale again. And then exhale. Do all the breathing now through the nose, taking your time, don't rush this. I also want to let you know that this is not any form of hypnosis. So I'm not hypnotizing you to do this. I'm not causing you to do this against your will. You have free will. But I'm helping you bring it into an area in your consciousness where you begin to remember that you already know how to do this. That it's embedded deep down in the cellular memory, in the DNA. I like to call DNA divine nature in action, divine nature being activated. So we're activating your divine nature so that it grows infinitely and just be upon itself. So then it'll just be in a fluid, action-oriented. So now as you begin to flow with this, our next thing that I want you to do is to envision around you your auric field. And right now it's infused in a emerald green or grassy green shade of light. You're going to go from within you and reach up and then expand outward in front of the body. It can be elliptical, oval, or circular. Or maybe you want to be seated inside of a pyramid as you do this. Or maybe you see yourself in the midst of great waterfalls or sitting just inside a cavern. But continue the process and begin to feel its presence in the air, in the molecular structure of air, and atomic structure of air. And know the air listens and communicates with you because it's of divine intelligence. Inhale deeply and relax. Again, you can go as deep as you want and you'll still be attentive to everything that is going on around you. So this is good for you to know. Again, I want you to take your time. Now, as you take your time doing this, I want you to also be aware of the energy beneath where you are seated. From beneath your chair and beneath the soles of your feet, so the spine and everything draining off into the floor, and see the floor as the earth. And go beyond the floor as the earth into the belly of the earth, the womb of the earth. In the auric flavor of the earth, this is where you're linking into. The womb of the earth, the center of the earth, is very much like the heart of the earth. Take your time. Now, as you are doing that and working with that, for those of you that are watching already, we'll go right into this Creative Pathwork Meditation. It's a very special journey. And whenever I use these meditations, it is solely for the purpose of creating bridges to higher realities, as well as then maintaining those bridges. And first and foremost bridge is the heart center, the place where you are nourishing your feelings, your emotions, your levels of sensitivity, your levels of compassion. You're not just passionate, but compassionate. It is here your unconditional love. It is here where divine grace places itself in you. Your heart is like a garden, you see. Your subconscious is the big garden. Beyond that is the cosmic garden, or the divine or universal mind. So as you begin to work with this in your breathing, what we call a mechanism called a shield is also within it. So you just project out about arm's length away from you. Feel that energy, and as you inhale, envision it rolling back towards you as if you can embrace it. But you do not have to press it all the way back into your body. Just leave it out here where it's nice and comfortable. You can simply score over in the air. Inhale, go to the right, do the same thing. Then score over to the left. Inhale, do the same thing, and release. Then know that as you focus on what's in front of you, it's like there's an etheric mirror, and you can see behind you. You can actually feel the presence of the wall and how far away the wall is. And again, take it in. Pay attention to the tingling sensation going on outside of you and on the inside of you. This is an acknowledgement that the body is participating. The body enjoys this energy. Now, as you do this, place your awareness around, probe. See if you can recognize the shift that just took place. The shift of your feelings, your emotions coming into the valley of truth and descending in there, resting there, lodging itself. And then as you exhale, it releases and goes up the crevices of mountains, coursing through, playfully through the earth, and uniting itself with every bit of rock, river rock, crystals, irons, metals, tree energy, the roots of the tree, the roots of flowers and plants. Your branches, limbs, arms become like the branches of a tree, and your trunk, from here all the way down to your pelvis, that's like the trunk of the tree. Your head is the other extensions of the tree, but your heart is the real root, the real foundation, the real center of your being. So, beloved I ams, as you do this, then release that energy, connect with the earth, and reestablish yourself at the heart center, which is right about 2, 3, 4, 5 inches right in front of you. Now, as you do this, I want you to envision a ball of light. It may come across as silver and gold, or just gold or bronze. Or it may appear to you like copper, titanium, platinum, or just plain white, but it begins to fill in. Let it fill in your consciousness. You're now dealing first to balance the physical side of the heart. The heart, too, is a muscle. So as you move your hands back and forth, you're playing with the energy known as chi. You're playing with the energy, but you're feeling the heart center right there in front of you. And as you feel the heart center right there in front of you, expand into it, expanding your palms away from each other. When you're ready to exhale, they float, float, they float into a sense of puffiness. And that puffiness you feel is the electromagnetic field that is coming through the absolute center of your palms. You're also intending it, so it's coming from your heart. And when you can feel that energy, I'm going to use a circle, but if you feel like an elliptical shape, like a balloon, or if you feel like a basket of energy, but I want you to feel this energy, and you're going to fill it in with the green light. Again, it could be emerald green, forest green, sage green, and grassy green shades. It's best to see it, though, as an emerald green or a grassy green color. Grassy green will give you the feeling of greater abundance and awareness and prosperity in all forms. So as you begin to inhale in front of the heart center, a ball of light that is turning into this soft green light. Grassy green light, or the color you see with the green aventurine gemstones. Or what you see when you see a piece of jade having that color green. Inhale. Open the hands a little wider. Exhale. And if you do it just right, you will begin to feel the energy flourish up out of the heart center and expand itself. You may even turn your palms outward. Gently press it out away from the body. Press it in front, press it behind you. And direct it so it like expands and opens up the 180 degrees behind you. And you turn around and point forward. It's connecting the rest of that other 180 degrees. And now you have it so that it's parallel with the earth, but it also seeing it above you and beneath you. So like the symbol of an atom with the nucleus in the middle. And it's traveling, the protons and electrons traveling around in many different directions, but always a circular pattern and always around it. It's even crisscrossing. Inhale. Release it. Exhale. That's just one cycle. Inhale through the nose and then exhale through the mouth. Third time, do all the breathing through the nose without pausing. Just breathe and relax into the rhythm of your own breathing. Again, the palms are facing each other or slightly up, and you're holding an emerald green or a grassy green ball of light, chi energy, ki pranic energy. And as you continue to work with this energy field, this is the external of that field. And in the center, there's a little dot of a very soft pink. It'd be a coral pink, if you like, or rose quartz kind of pink. But you see it begin to grow in the center. And as it's growing and expanding, it's connecting on the inner wall. So what can we use this, if green is for prosperity and more abundance in all forms? Pink is that emotional energy that gives a fulfillment of gratitude, being thankful for what you are receiving, thankful for what you have, thankful for what you're able to do on a daily basis. It is also unconditional love. And when both merge together, meaning there's sparks of pink light going through like a shooting star or like comets, then you realize the two are bringing you wellness on the material physical plane and compassion. That means the COM means you're connecting with, you're combining the passion, which is the ion, passing on the ion, which is a charged particle of light or God intelligence. As you're working with this, continue to breathe. Inhale deeply and then exhale. And see the pink light, which was just a fleck, grow to like the size of a flame of a matchstick. Then it gets larger. It can get as large as your thumb. Then it expand itself like your entire hand. And eventually you're putting forth the sensation of heat because you're tuning into that emotional energy field. Yet it's cool at the same time. Now as you begin to do this, do it in a joyful way. Smile into your own heart, giving it, bathing it unconditionally, and then as you release it, it gives back to you and you can share that with the world. Now I'm going to give you a very simplistic method with this that you can then add on other objects, we might say, or events or creations of events and ideas. I want you just to see the pink ball of chi or pranic key energy or spirit energy. And you can feel it on your fingertips and inside the palms of the hands. Let it grow even larger and let that speck of pink light blossom through. It might be rays of light. It might be thin slices of light. It's going to show itself to you in the way that you need to comprehend it and see it. Next now, you might look at something just on the wall near you or a couple of feet away from you. And as you do it, I just want you to focus on it. Put your energy out on it. Feel it, sense it, touch it with your chi. Because it can. The minute the thought is there, thoughts become a thing. So it goes out and makes its connection. Continue to do that. Inhale on that green light and exhale, seeing the green, emerald green shade or grassy green light expand. In place as that is going, because it's throbbing and pulsating all 360 degrees. Right in the absolute center is that flame of pink light. And see that flame as being a reflection of who you are. So you're expanding it and you're putting your conscious awareness in the center of that flame. And you see the flame even expand. You see it contract. Expand, contract. The green shade expanding, and right in the heart is the pink flowing through it. Now as you do that, pick an object, study it, keep breathing deeply and evenly. Then put your awareness on it as if you were to pick it up. Then as you place your awareness upon it, inhale it. And in your awareness, in your consciousness, in your remembrance, you've done this before. So as you inhale on the ethers, at the same time you are projecting this green with the pink in the center that's just turning whichever way it has to turn. You're not blocking that. So it's turning on its own. Very good. Now what you're doing is you're allowing this energy to expand. And the green and the pink swirling around on the inside begins to pick up and create a magnetism. You're aware of that magnetism. You're aware of the electrical impulse, the sensation to resonate and then radiate, reach out. Again, as you do this, what I want you to now be aware of, whatever your prayer or your hope or your desire is, see it in that object. See it become that object. Now, envision as you begin to inhale, that which you see that you've selected before you becomes alive. So as you inhale, it's responding and moving towards you. As you exhale, it's gently going back toward itself. But to gather the momentum of connecting, then releasing and going back, going a little deeper in your treasures, in your storehouses, and bringing the energy, inhaling, then let it just flow through your body. See it travel through. Maybe just take care of your eyes, your ears, your nose, your face, your forehead, the base of the skull, the cheeks. Once you feel that sensation lift off of you and expand its awareness, then you go to the throat, the neck in its entirety, and the shoulders, and just take it all the way down to the soles of your feet and through the fingertips and the palms of your hand and the toes. Feel the entire foot become green and pink on the inside. As you do that, begin to inhale upon that now, seeing both color rays expand and then come inside of you and just go wherever it needs to go. In other words, if you need to give yourself greater forgiveness, the pink light is going to travel more than the green light. The green light will stable it and the pink will just take off. Maybe you have a little stiffness, arthritic condition, so you just focus on the green traveling through those stiff joints and the tension goes away. Be aware now that you are in absolute control. This is not any form of hypnosis. I'm not trying to lead you anywhere other than your own beloved self, what you gather and can see and feel the presence for yourself. Now, I want you to inhale it, that it just the energy frequency comes down into you. And let it begin to grow. And grow. And grow. And now, it is beyond your arm's length distance all the way around your body and above you. Beginning to feel different, more energized, maybe even healthier. Bring that energy around. You can have your eyes open or closed. Roll your eyes as you inhale toward in and then up, outside and down. And as you get to that halfway point on either side, you're getting ready to release and press old stagnated energy out of your body. Up, around, down. And release it out of you. You can do that as many times as you need to because you're wanting the energy to move through the body in a way that it knows you already and you know it. And see the object expand. So let's say you had a plant in a pot in your house. And you set it about 10 feet away from you. As you begin to focus your energy upon that living plant life, you see the leaves as big or as small as you so desire. But as you begin to inhale upon it, I want you to see it in your mind's eye, in your third eye, coming down into the throat and the heart center and the solar plexus and all the way down and connecting. See that become now a part of you. It's beginning to expand and expand infinitely. But the one thing for sure, in your consciousness, you saw that small leaf get bigger and bigger and bigger until you became a part of it. Then when you exhaled, you didn't push it away, you just expanded it through and around you. Just acknowledge it, that you can do this, and then release. You might make a sound if you want. Release it. But release it now with joy, with a smile. That this is a good thing for your body. A good thing for the emotional body, the water element, the physical element, the air element, okay, and going deep into the spiritual element, and then all of it as one. Take your time, relax. Again, this is not any form of hypnosis. This is just sharing a creative pathwork meditation where you are creating a connection to a field of energy broader, more infinite than yourself. This is why I always use the catchphrase. Creative Pathwork Meditation deals with creating bridges to higher realities. And once you create the bridge, then you can maintain the bridge, maintain your connection. Now, we just did this with green and pink. Maybe you might have a green gemstone, like a green aventurine or green malachite, with a little bit of the black running through it, or a green selenite. And maybe on the other hand, you have a rose quartz or rhodochrosite. But a rose quartz amplifies the vibration. You're connecting with it. You're making it a part of yourself. That's why when you see the leaf, you see it as you begin to inhale, it is energetically, etherically expanding, because it's sensing that there's a dance going on. And it wants to participate in the dance of the chi, of that energy. So sit with that for a moment and just relax. When you're ready to step out of it, I'm going to sense it, and I'm going to count in reverse from 10 to 1. 10 for the foundation in your life that you're establishing to stabilize yourself to a more infinite degree, so that you feel more aware of everything that's around you. 9, to bring things into a state of closure, things that you no longer need, and yet maintain open-mindedness so you can better serve humanity. 8, to break away the chains of limited thinking, limited feeling, limited sensing, and stepping into your power, the power that came from your ancestors and your elders now around you to now, this now moment. And 7 is your opportunity to do a lot of soul searching, but to create wellness, completeness, wholeness, and healing for yourself, balance for yourself, and to be able to clear the psychic channels so that you're absolutely clear and you're just picking it up more intuitively than anything else. 6, for unconditional love to your family, yourself, immediate family, friends, colleagues, and to your neighborhood, your community, and beyond. But see the 6 as the value of that. What is it worth to you? What has the value that you've placed upon your life? What has it been doing for you? Think good things, good thoughts, and act upon them. 5 is your ability to remember everything and express and communicate with everything. 4 is divine order. 3 is your excitement that you bring to the table and your self-discipline and your self-creativity. And your ability to connect with the youthful mind, whether in the body of a child or in the body of an adult. 2 is the gift of partnership, balance, and harmony, and knowing where the truth is for you. Think of it as a divine feminine meets divine masculine. The yin meets the yang. 1, perfect harmony, oneness, togetherness. You are the light, and everything is of the light. Well, thank you very much. This is the Circle of Grace One's YouTube channel here. This is an opportunity to participate in a very special meditation, Creative Pathwork Meditation. When I use the word creative, you have the right to design things for yourself and redirect energy where you need to redirect it. Pathwork meaning you're working along a path of awareness and remembrance. And meditation is the act or state of finding your center of being centered in the heart, being anchored and rooted everywhere else. Well, again, the Circle of Grace One was founded on July the 2nd, 1999 AD under the aegis and the anointing of the Angel of Grace through Divine Providence. I'm the host, Chief Principal Teacher, and Founder, Bishop Francis E. Revels-Bey. And again, if you'd like to be in touch with me, you can simply use any one of these 3 email addresses. iam.circleofgrace with the number 1 at the end @yahoo.com, or iam.circleofgrace with the number 1 at the end @gmail.com. Now, all of your letters should be in lowercase, except for this other one, which is also the same. But if you ever want to see my main website, you can simply go over to http:// in capital letters, Circle of Grace with the number 1 at the end, .net, net, or email me at bishopfrancis, bishopfrancis, @circlegrace1.net. Now, many people ask, well, how did I get the title Bishop? Is granted to me, granted through the Holy Spirit. Many people, when I was younger, called me Bishop, and I didn't understand. The universe has been calling me that through my native elders and colleagues and spiritual colleagues and elders who have done this work before me. So it's not designed to be over you. It's designed to be within the Circle of Grace One itself. That's where it's utilized. Well, until our next moment that we come together, remember that divine grace is a blessing as we are alive and well in the age of remembrance. Thank you so much. See you next time, and I'll be back here on YouTube at the Circle of Grace One channel, putting out more information. Many people are asking right about now, what are they doing with all of this energy coming around on the planet? So we're going to help you, meaning we, myself and the Angel of Grace and many of my other spirit guides, to bring things into a greater focus and awareness for yourself. So don't fret, but play the fret, like a fret on an instrument. All right, I will see you here again shortly. Perhaps next week I'll have another video streaming pre-recorded clip here that you will be able to utilize at any time. Again, remember that divine grace is a blessing as we are alive and well in the age of remembrance. See you next time.